on the ground ahead of Game 1 at the Memorial Cup. How does it feel to be landed in Rimouski?
It feels awesome to be here with the guys in Rimouski. Just a huge culture change, but it's a lot of fun. We're really excited.
What's maybe surprised you about what it's like out here? First impressions of the city?
Really beautiful. The oceans or the lake and the ocean's really nice. The people just seem really nice, and it's nice.
Take us back to the final game and winning. You're a guy whose story is well known, and yet there you are, you're about to accept a trophy. Instead of you raising it above your head, you call over Harrison Menigan. Take us to what was the decision in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I've obviously been through a lot with Medicine Hat, and this year our team's gone through a ton of adversity, and with Harry's dad passing away, and I went to his funeral, and I had a lot of people coming up to me and kind of saying, "Do it for Harry," and we kind of had a meeting after that, and we all kind of decided that, or we kind of had it in mind that this is something we want to do for Harry, and the giving him the Ed wasn't the plan, but I kind of thought about it before my nap, and just thought it was so much bigger than me and the team, so it's just a really special moment.
How emotional were these playoffs for your team as a whole with what happened?
Yeah, it's really emotional, but you got to stay even keel and focus to the mission. And I felt like our team was really focused, and we still are. And our mission is to win this and do it for his dad.
How have you seen him respond after what happened? Because he played lights. He was lights out during the playoffs.
Yeah, like you said, lights out. I really don't know how he responded. I know his family has his support, and we as a team have his support, and for him to just kind of be with us as a team, and for us to be his family, and him kind of let loose and be himself, and I think that's the most important thing for him to kind of just know it's okay, and that we're there for him.
Let's talk about your team. What makes the Tigers a dangerous team? What do you look at as being your strengths?
Yeah, I think we're a really hard-working team. We're really fast. We transition really well, but I think our number one thing is that we really work hard, and I think things away from the rink that we come in the morning at 7 in the morning and do hard workouts and get on the air bike and stuff like that. I just think our team's a really hard-working, driven team.
Did you go to the Cup when your brother went?
No, I went to the finals, the WHL finals, but never went to Halifax.
Did he say anything about it?
No, I was there, and he kind of just told me for the finals just to enjoy it and keep it the same. You don't want to change anything. Obviously, your team's gotten there for a reason, and you got to keep doing the same things.
What's your first thoughts of Coliseum, Oasiz Wiesblatt?
It's super awesome. Obviously, a ton of history, and I know a lot of the guys were here. A lot of guys here were really excited to kind of see Crosby's jersey, and that's something extremely special to me personally. I followed him my whole life, and watched a bunch of highlights, and kind of seeing that thing get hung up, and for us to kind of be here, and it's just an awesome moment.
Crosby went first overall, and there's another guy in your locker room that's projected to be first overall. What can people here expect from Gavin McKenna during this tournament?
Yeah, really high-skilled, a guy who's really driven and loves to compete, and he loves to win. He's a huge leader on our bench, and for him, I think he's just a high-compete guy, and he loves to win.
How does he handle the spotlight and the pressure coming with his status?
Yeah, I think he's just been trained into it from his whole life. From probably 11 years old, he's just been prepared for this moment. And for him, I'm not sure how he does it and stays focused, but he's the most driven guy I've ever seen and played with, and he just wants it so bad.
You play with him. Do you ever get back to the bench and you'll either say, "Hey, do you see what they're doing?" or he'll say, "Do you see what they're doing?" and you think, "How did you even see that?"
Yeah, he surprises me a lot, but me and him we communicate a lot out there, and we talk about things in the dressing room, how we can take advantage of a team, and you know, we see a lot out there. I'm not sure how sometimes he sees it, but you know, it's really awesome. He's a high skilled player.
How big was it to have Caden Lindstrom back in the finals?
Yeah, not just on the ice, but in the locker room too. He's just a great leader for us, and you know, he has such a big presence, and for him to be back on the ice, you know, you see what he does. He's a monster out there. He wins draws, he plays hard, and he loves to score. So I mean, there's not much you can complain about that.